budget fam, it's Jordan from Jordan Budgets. Long time no see. I know that it's been a while since I've been on YouTube, and by a while I mean since Monday. I got so used to seeing you guys every single day, doing the video a day until 100K, but this week has been a bit crazy, so I haven't uploaded and I have definitely missed you guys. Before we get into it, let's count this cash, make sure we have the money that I think we have, and then we will chat while we stuff our sinking funds and savings challenges. We should have $145 of our money to put into different sinking funds and savings challenges, and then we should have $121 in tips from you guys, totaling $366. Thank you guys if you tipped over on Etsy. This is about 2.5 weeks worth of tips. I don't normally have this much tips in one cash stuffing, but you know, schedules and things have been a little bit funky over here, so we should have a total of $366, and then you guys will see where I'm putting that tip money and the savings challenges. 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 220, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, 310, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. So we have $366. Let's start with the $121 in tips. While we lay this out, I do want to thank all of you who have tipped over on Etsy. That is not expected or required, but I appreciate that you guys put me in your budget and you tip me and to do that for me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much to Beverly, Ashley, Kim, and Tara. Thank you, Colleen, Danielle, Luz, Marielly, Janie, Marielly, I hope I'm saying your name correctly, Janae, Diana, and Jennifer. Thank you to Karin, Amy, Cristine. Thank you, Shayna and Jill. Thank you to River. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you, Kristen. And thank you, Jean-Ann. I'm so Southern, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I butchered any names, but I do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. When I see tips over on Etsy from you guys, I really, really appreciate it. A lot of times you guys leave sweet little notes with it too. I read all of those notes. I see all of those tips, and I really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Because you guys already support me by watching me on YouTube, you support my shop, and then to go and tip me as well is just incredible. I appreciate you. So we are going to start out with that tip money, and we're gonna put $35 of the tip into, what are we putting it into? We're gonna put it into tips, usually goes into self-care, Etsy, and then the 100 envelope savings challenge. I'm just taking some money out of haircuts. I'm gonna leave about $40 for my kids' haircuts, but then for self-care, what I'm wanting to do, guys, is I would like to get myself a haircut. I'm thinking about getting my nails done, which I don't know that I've had my nails done in my adult life. And I would like some new clothes. I will say like twice a year, guys, I'm like, oh, I would love to be like a presentable human being. Like I would like to look nice. And I'm sort of going through that right now. I would like some cuter clothes. I did buy clothes for myself pretty recently with some self-care money, but it was more like t-shirts and just functional clothes. Like I had nothing. I really had minimal clothes, but I would like some cuter clothes. So we did move some of the haircut money into self-care because haircuts is really for my boys' haircuts. So there's still $40 for them to get haircuts. Basically, we now have $120 in self-care for me to get a haircut. And then we're gonna add $34 from today's tips. And this will start saving for getting clothes for myself. So total for self-care, we now have 50, 100, 20, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. So we have 154 to start saving for myself to get a haircut, to get my nails done, to get clothes. That's not gonna cover all those things, but this is the start of it, right? So that's all we're stuffing into this binder because today is very heavily focused on sinking funds and savings challenges. So it was $121 in tips. We stuffed 34. We have $87 left to put into 100 envelope savings challenge, and we're gonna color this last line. So we will have this entire bar at the bottom completely covered and stuffed. So all of our higher numbers up to 87, up to 85 actually. So we have 85 and down stuffed. Some of those higher numbers, 50, 70, 85, 86, 87. So we have $87 to put into the 100 envelope savings challenge. We will color this in in and then count and see what we have total at this point. If you missed me this week or you were worried about me, I am so sorry. I am fine. I have just been moving out of the apartment. So I did move out of the apartment at the start of May, but I had both the apartment and the house all through during the entirety of May, which means a lot of my stuff that I don't use every day but still needed to come out of the apartment, and I underestimated the amount of stuff that was left, like camping gear and memorabilia, some of that stuff that you just, you know, I didn't need it to live here, but it's nice to have it. Also, I have a little stash of freeze-dried emergency food that was left over. Basically, it took way more energy, time, and just a big commitment to get the house organized once all that stuff got moved in. We are almost organized and cleaned at the house now. So before we chat, we now have $2,000 in the bank. That's what these placeholders represent, is that savings account. 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, 91, 92. So we have $2,092 in the 100 envelope savings challenge. This is saving for the start of a down payment for a house or maybe a car if we need it. Something big always comes up though, right? So we are completely moved out of the apartment. Everything is done at the apartment. You know, everything in the apartment is cleaned and done. We are fully moved into the house. There's still a little bit of a mess and a pile that I need to clean up and find room for, but for the most part, we are moved over and that stress is behind us. It feels amazing. I'm so happy. School, we're gonna color in this number 10 backpack and put $10 in back to school. You guys know I recently restarted a lot of these categories, but it is okay. So I am now caught up on Etsy orders. I do have a couple orders today that need to get worked on and done before 5 o'clock. Also, as if things weren't crazy enough though, my boys, y'all know they were sick at the start of last week. Well, they got sick again with a stomach flu, and now their ears hurt. So we have an appointment today for, I don't know, ear infections. I guess we will see what happens, but it has been just a little bit wild trying to balance all of the things. I'm sure a lot of you guys understand that feeling and how that goes. Back to school now has 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, $24 for back to school. But the big kicker and the big, you know, kind of schedule ruiner was definitely the move, and we are back on track and we should have a video every single day next week. I have no reason to think that won't happen, but I have definitely missed you guys. I have been wanting to get on and do a video, but with Etsy orders, those tend to take priority. So when I can squeeze in some work, I kind of have to squeeze in those orders because I don't want to get behind on them. And I did get behind on a couple this week that I had to get caught up on, but I'm caught up now and everything is looking great. Thank you guys for those of you that have been shopping over on Etsy. Some of you guys have been spending a lot and I really appreciate it. Okay, so birthday, we're gonna add $50 to birthdays. This is of course to throw birthday parties for my boys at the end of August, start of September. We have $400 in the bank. We are adding 50, so we have $450 towards my boys' birthday parties. Christmas, this is another one that really had to get started over just because we needed that money to cover all of the bills when it came to like switching homes and paying double bills everywhere. I don't know. I always hate restarting these, but it's okay. Life happens and we just keep going with it, right? One of you guys commented that you love seeing my realistic budget and seeing me restart and stuff because it makes it feel more normal. It makes you guys feel more normal. And I 1000% agree and understand that. I definitely want to keep this realistic. I am a single mom on one income and life happens constantly. So don't feel bad reshuffling things around. It is very normal and I'm doing the best I can. You just, as long as you keep a positive attitude about your budget and you keep trying to move forward, then you are doing amazing. Okay. I mean, that's all you can do. That's all I can do. Just keep a good attitude about it. It's just part of life, right? So Christmas, we added 25. We have 50, 70, $75 towards Christmas. And then next, you guys know I had to restart, new phone, same reason, just needed some of those funds to get everything back in order and squared away. We are gonna add $20 to new phone. And I did have the money sitting here for new phone for a really long time and I just never even went and picked out my new phone. So it kind of tells me like, yeah, it needs to stay on my radar, but apparently I don't really care. I don't care about this category as much as I do some of the other ones, but it's good to keep it on my radar and restuff it for when my phone actually dies or something happens, I will have that money sitting there. So we now now have $40 into new phones. Next is summer camps. My boys actually start summer camps for this summer, this coming week, which again will free up a little bit of work time. So that will be fun to be able to get those videos out. This week they were both home with me, and it's been a little bit busy around here. We are gonna add $15 to summer camp and go ahead and color in this little spot. Summer camps for this summer have already been paid. This is saving for next year's summer camps, but thank goodness everything has already been covered for this summer camps. For this summer, there's no like scrounging around and trying to figure this out. So we added $15. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, $180. We do have a $2,000 goal. By the time this is all colored in, we will have those $2,000. If any of the placeholders or binders or anything in here interests you, it is over in my Etsy shop. You can find me in the link below in the description, or if you go over to Etsy, you should be able to just search Jordan Budgets and you will see my shop. We have almost hit 10,000 sales, guys, which absolutely blows me away. Thank you guys for the support. We're almost at 1 year, our like 1 year mark on Etsy, and I'm hoping that we hit 10,000 sales before our 1 year mark, and we can kind of talk about those sales and things on a YouTube video about hitting the 10,000 sales mark. Did I say that right? Sometimes my sentences get jumbled. Okay, sports. We are going to add $20 to sports. My older kid really likes team sports, so I'm going to see what the next sign up is. He just completed baseball, which was his first team sport experience. He liked it, so we're going to keep saving for it for when the next thing comes around. We have $70 now towards sports. Next is gifts. This is saving for friends, birthday gifts, and things like that. We're going to go ahead and bulk this up a little bit and put $40 here. Reason being is this week alone, we did have 4 birthday parties for different friends. I'm actually not sure we're going to make it to one of them now that my kids have ear infections. We will see. But reason I'm mentioning it is that basically parties have been coming and going, and I haven't even been pulling from this category because we don't have enough money to even make it worth pulling. I'm kind of having to find that money from just extra money we have in like our buffer, which I'm trying to do away with my buffer. And we can talk about that in a different video, but I want to bulk this up so when parties come around and we have a really heavy birthday party week, I can say, oh, I have the money for that in gifts. So I wanted to go ahead and put this here. We now have $60 in gifts. So when birthday parties come around, we can actually pull this money and use it and stop using our buffer, which again needs to go away. I don't like having a buffer. I understand the reasoning of having a buffer, but for me, buffer ends up translating in my brain as, oh, that's extra money. We can do whatever we want with it. and I don't like that because it ends up getting spent probably not how I wish it would be spent. So we're trying to do away with the buffer and make all of our trackers and everything accurate. So same train of thought is snacks. This is for when I have snack duties for a sport or a homeschool thing or whatever. We now have $30 towards snack when it is our turn to bring snacks. We are going to skip Roth IRA. I feel like some of you are going to get on to me for this one, but I'm starting to get a little bit like, do I want to do Roth IRA? I don't know. I feel like the money might be better saved at this stage in life, putting it towards a house down payment or something that is more immediate. Also, like, how much do I trust the government? I try not to be a conspiracy theorist type person, but I don't know. I just feel like by the time I need my Roth IRA, is it still going to be there? How does this work? I don't know. So I'm not a financial advisor, guys. Please do not take me as one or as someone who knows anything. I'm just a person on the internet who enjoys cash stuffing. So don't take my advice on basically anything, but I don't know. I'm thinking I may do away with the Roth IRA and start just saving towards a house down payment and make that a priority, because it's very likely that I think I stuffed that, right? I'm pretty positive I said that. Anyway, we can have that whole discussion another time, but I'm starting just to feel like I should make a house a priority versus saving for some of those more long-term goals. So legacy, this is for donating. Why did I say donating like that? We're putting $10 into legacy or donation. Pretty sure we did it. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, $110 towards legacy. We are almost at the end of this video. If you have made it all the way, thank you, thank you, thank you. We have a couple more categories. Books is one of them. We are going to put $15 into books. This is saving for books for my sons. Books now has $10, $20, $25. Next is field trips. Both my boys will be homeschooling this coming year, so we are just saving for little adventures we can go on when everyone else is in school. So we have $50, $60 now saved for field trips. And then the very last thing we are going to stuff is AAA. We did pull a lot of money from AAA in our recent restuffing, reorganizing. So we're gonna go ahead and put $20 back. So we now have $40 in AAA. That is it for this video. I have really missed you guys this week. I promise to be back for more videos next week, maybe even a video tomorrow. We will see how that goes. Like I said, we do have a lot of birthday parties if we can make it, if we're not contagious, because also the boys have ear infections, which they have an appointment very, very soon, so I need to get going. As always, I love you guys, I appreciate you, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.